Shalom. Before I begin this video, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakodash. Also as well, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that continue to rule very well to this very day. Let us continue to feed the flock through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. And also as well, Shalom to the hopefully elect that is also as well continuing to labor in this work and to continuing to spread this gospel to other members of the hopefully elect in faith, in truth and sincerity, and also in all charity. All right, and the topic of this video is going to be entitled, America is indeed Babylon. Okay, in which that's a fact. Okay, that America, in which you know it today, is known in the scriptures as Babylon the Great, you know, and this time that we're living in, these being the last times, according to the things that are going on in the world, which are pertaining on to the prophecies, which are written within this book, you know, America is not left out of the equation. Okay, you know, the Lord didn't make a mistake in putting these words together, you know, putting the script together and just leaving out America out of the script. Okay, you know, the Lord has put America on the scene of the crime. Okay, and you know, this land is slated for a complete destruction and to be completely destroyed. Okay, because you know, America plays a major role concerning prophecy. Okay, but just America in itself being revealed in the scriptures, you know, that's prophecy in itself. All right, because when you read within the scriptures concerning Babylon, in the book of Romans, Revelations, the 17th chapter, where it deems Babylon the Great as mystery, all right, or as a mystery. Okay, and you know, people today can't wrap their heads around the fact that America is recorded in the Bible, in which it is. Okay, because you know, this place America, which again is known as Babylon the Great, is the platform or the scene to where the Lord is about to bring down heavy judgment and create a marvelous work. Okay, but one of the things that sticks out concerning Babylon the Great is that Babylon is the Mecca, so to speak, or the main hub when it comes to trade. Okay, now if I can grab this little tidbit of information that I got here, and this is just from a regular Google search. You know, if you do any sort of searches at all concerning America and its role when it comes to trade, you know, you can see, or you'll see that America is the number one so-called country when it comes to trade. Okay, now if you reading this information here, right, this is from the U.S. Trade.gov, and it reads, I'm just gonna read you know, the first paragraph, and then I'll break it down. So it says the United States is the world's largest trading nation with over 5.6 trillion in exports and imports of goods and services in 2019. The U.S. has trade relations with more than 200 countries, territories, and regional associations around the globe. All right, and it shows you as well that as far as exports, all right, America is the second largest goods exporter in the world, and you know, because China is number one. You know, because you know, mostly everything that you see that's here today is made from China, you know, and is imported here in America. All right. Now, as far as imports, right, it says the United States is the largest goods importer in the world, right? So this land, America, imports all different manners of goods. All right, everything, you know, all these goods that you see in the world flows into America. All right, and there's a reason why, this information, or having this information, is important when it comes to identifying, what the scriptures mean by Babylon the Great. All right. Now, if you go to Revelation, the 18th chapter, right? This is at verse 11. It says, "And the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise anymore. The merchandise of gold and silver and precious stones and of pearls and fine linen and purple and silk and scarlet and all Thyine wood and all manner of vessels of ivory and all manner of vessels of most precious wood and of brass and iron and marble and cinnamon and odors and ointments and frankincense and wine and oil and fine flour and wheat and beasts and sheep and horses and chariots and slaves," right? "And souls of men." All right. So this land America, all right, again, is known as the world's largest trading country, so-called country, that's recorded. Okay. But if you read in the scripture here, it speaks about the land of Babylon the Great being a place to where merchants conduct business, all right, conduct trade. But to add the icing on the cake is that this land also is also a place to trade slaves and souls of men. All right. Now, this took place during a time in history by which is deemed as the transatlantic slave trade. Okay. And during the transatlantic slave trade, all the ships that were on the seas, right, carrying slaves, our people, all right, they will go from here in the Americas over to the other part of the world. Okay. And it will be a continual process of transporting slaves. Okay. And souls of men. All right. In which, souls of men, goes further than just us being, it goes further than us, being taken into captivity and sold off. All right. This place also still deals in the business of trading the souls of men. That's why you have these big labeling companies, right? Or, these other entities that still take advantage of Jake, our people, so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. And in order to gain the status that they're at today, you would have to sell your soul in order to do that. You had to put yourself out there as merchandise for these devils to buy, all right, and to trade and then do what they will. Okay. And see, that's what people don't understand about the entertainment industry. And, because in the entertainment industry, they that's what's being done behind closed doors, and they don't make that public. Okay. Because this thing is also dealing with the higher ups of Esau Edom, in which is the true biblical nationality of the so-called white man. Okay. So again, like it says here, this land is going to be a place of great trade with all these different merchandises, including slaves and souls of men. Okay. And that's why America is known as the number one so-called country for trading. All right. Because this is where the transatlantic slave trade, or one of the places that it took place in. All right. And you also see the result of that here today as of 2021, because guess what? We're still here, and we're still in this man's hands. And that's why when the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shemel Shah returns, and he sees this, right, in which the Lord knows all already, but when he returns, this is what he's going to see. He's going to see America and all this so-called beauty, so-called glory. These people indulging in their lusts, as the scriptures say. All right. And guess what? The Lord is going to get busy on this place. He's going to destroy it off the face of the earth. Okay. So moving on from there. Now I want to grab the next precept, Revelation chapter 17. And this is is at verse 3. It says, so he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness. Right, it's John the Revelator. All right, when he was exiled to the Isle of Patmos. Okay. And I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast, full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns. And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand, full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication. So Babylon was decked out. Okay. And also it says here, having a golden cup in her hand, was full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication. Right. And that's why wherever you go here on the planet Earth, you know, almost everything is westernized. All right. Because you do have, you know, other nations that have not accepted the system, all right, to be implemented in their way of living. But you have the majority of the other nations that have taken hold of this harlot. You know, you have other nations that have adopted this American way of living, this westernized way of living. Okay. So everything here that you see here in America, all right, from you know, freakism to, you know, the foods that are here, what's being served to the people, you know, the ideas that are being thrown about, the worship of idols, everything that this land America perpetuates, you know, is that's that golden cup that she has in her hand. All right, that's why it says here that golden cup is full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication. Okay, and all these other nations have taken part in that cup. Actually, let me see if I'm gonna keep reading. All right. So at verse 5, it says, and upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery. All right. There's a reason why it's a mystery, because you know, people still today, you know, you still have some people that don't realize that this land America is known as Babylon the Great. All right. In which now today it shouldn't be a mystery. Okay. Because the prophets of the Lord, the prophets of Yahweh Bashmiel Shai, have continually pronounced this land America, all right, to be destroyed. All right. And these are the words of Yahweh Bashmiel Shai that the prophets are declaring. Okay. And the Lord has declared that America must needs be destroyed. All right. But again, like it says here, mystery, Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. Right. So this is the mother of harlotry and the mother of abominations of the earth. So in other words, this is the source of all abominations and filthiness, man. Okay. So you see that today, you know, the land which is looked at in high esteem to this very day is America. All right. And that's why it's given, and that's why it's named or written in the scriptures as Babylon the Great, because this is a great city. Okay. Verse 6, it says, and I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints and with the blood of the martyrs of Yahweh Shai. And when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration, right? Because again, she's decked out, man. All right. And that's why John the Revelator was stricken with great admiration. All right. Because this what he was seeing, Babylon, all right, was so decked out and far removed from his time, because when he witnessed Babylon the Great, you know, really he was seeing America and what we see today. Okay. But yeah, I believe that's it on that. Let me go ahead and move on. Slack you. All right, it's book of Jeremiah, chapter 51. It is at verse 7. It says, Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken over wine. Therefore, the nations are mad. All right. So the other nations have adopted this American way of living, all right, and now they've gone mad, okay? And the Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shai, has made it to where these other nations have drunken of our wine, all right? That's why it says here that Babylon, even Babylon, all right, Babylon the Great is a golden cup in the Lord's hand, okay? And he made all the earth drunken with the philosophies of America, okay? And that's why, again, you know, with everything that goes on here in America, or this, you know, whenever, you know, a trend or something like that, or, you know, anything of that nature, right? It's like you gotta take a detour here. All right. So like I was saying, you know, anything that that deals with this land America, you know, these other nations adopt that, you know. That's why different stores that you have here in America, like McDonald's or Walmart, anything like that, is you will find it in China, you'll find it in Japan, you'll find it in India, anywhere, man. Okay. But that's on a small scale, okay? Because like I said before, the philosophy and idea of America, or the idea that's being pushed by America, all right, is also being adopted by these other nations. Okay, so that's why, pursuant to the scripture again, is that that the Lord had made all the earth drunken with the wine of Babylon the Great. All right, but yeah, they got this whole way blocked off. Slocky argument. Slocky. But that's pretty much on this lesson, this video. And that's all I want to touch up on in this this topic. So I'm going to close out with that. Lord's will is edifying to the elect of the nation of Israel. Till next time, once again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem HaKadosh. And also as well, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that continue to rule very well to this very day. That's feeding the flock through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Also, shalom, peace and safety, salutations to the whole elect. That's also laboring this work as well. And do labor to show forth your diligence to make your calling and election sure, in faith, in truth and sincerity, and also in all charity. And with that, I'm going to say shalom.